There may be people rubbing their eyes in disbelief when they see this. A British Prime Minister warmly greeting a retired Burmese general. The former colonial power reaching out to a man who served in the former military government. Burma's president is leading his country into new territory, introducing a series of reforms. In response, Britain has been deliberately cautious, some would say sceptical. Could that be about to change?
This country really matters. For decades it's suffered under a brutal dictatorship. And it's also desperately poor. 1 in 3 children are malnourished. And it doesn't have to be this way. There is a government now that says it's committed to reform, that's started to take steps, and I think it's right to come here and encourage those steps.
There is a shift in the political winds, nowhere more apparent than here. Supporters of Aung San Suu Kyi celebrate her sweeping victory in recent by-elections. A woman once held under house arrest, leading a party once banned into a political system still dominated by the powerful military. The latest in a series of surprising moves in Burma.
We hope that this will be the beginning of a new era where
prisoners have been released, media restrictions eased, ceasefires agreed with Burma's many armed ethnic minorities. Yet some things in Burma have barely altered since British rule. Development largely ignored during the decades of dictatorship. Unless the benefits begin to be felt in places like this, reform will mean little. Improvements require investment and training. The potential rewards are huge, but so are the risks. The question is where the balance lies. Today, Mr. Cameron made his position clear. He now supports suspending, but not lifting, all sanctions imposed on Burma apart from the arms embargo. That decision made with the blessing of Aung San Suu Kyi.
I'm very happy that Prime Minister Cameron thinks that the suspension of sanctions is the right way to respond to this. I support the idea of sanctions rather than the lifting of sanctions, the suspension rather than the lifting of sanctions, because this would be an acknowledgement of the role of the President and other reformers.
There was a meeting of minds here, a feeling that the time is right to reward reform and to extend an invitation for Aung San Suu Kyi to visit London. For the first time, she said, I believe that may now be possible. Rachel Harvey, BBC News, Rangoon, Burma.